You're listening to Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brandon.
And this is Alex.
I'm Nicole.
And we're filmmakers.
And we're also drinking bourbon.
Cheers.
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 All right. Let's see what we got going on today.
What do we got?
Smells nice.
Yeah.
Mine's got a little burn to it. So we are still clearing out the liquor cabinet here at Studio B.
We've yet to replenish it.
You may have heard another voice in the intro.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Who we got?
We got another beautiful woman sitting here with us.
Another.
Keeps with the trend that we've got going on.
Yeah, so last week we had Kristen Irwin from the Film Commission.
You haven't been the only one.
This week we're keeping with the female trend, but we're going to put our shift from film
to bourbon.
Back to bourbon.
Which is important. We got to have some balance here.
So tell us, who are you, Mystery Voice?
Well, I'm Nicole Gunderman. I am one of 4 founding members of the 51%, which is a women in bourbon club here in Cincinnati.
What does 51% stand for?
What's that all about?
Well, as you know, or maybe you don't, bourbon has to have at least 51% corn in its mash bill.
Yes, we talked about that on one of the episodes.
Yeah. So bourbon, 51%, is an important number. And in the U.S., the population is about 51% women.
Wow.
So women, bourbon, we consider ourselves bourbon's better half.
Yes, I like that.
You might be right.
Now, I think I heard on, maybe it was a blog or maybe you told me, but is it true that the bourbon industry is also trending towards the 51% and that most of the people consuming this stuff are of the female variety?
I don't know that it's most of the people consuming, but I think it's like the fastest growing demographic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So you and the wonderful bourbon women of the world are really making a wave in the market.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why do you think this is? What draws you to join a club that's all about bourbon? Why do you like bourbon? And do you think that it really is bourbon, like, is there a gender pool to it? Or are wine drinkers more female? Are bourbon drinkers more male? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think bourbon was traditionally more of a male drink. So, it has that sort of history behind it. But women have in Kentucky probably been drinking bourbon forever. But in the rest of the country, women are sort of, I don't know about discovering it, but embracing it.
It's an untapped market, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But from a woman's perspective, I don't want to be a market per se. I just want to drink good bourbon.
Yeah.
I don't want to, have special pink label bottles or anything. But some women might.
Skinny girl bourbon.
Might,
yeah.
Do you think that? So what is it that? Do you remember the first time you had bourbon and you were like, I think I could get into this?
I do, because I made a concerted effort to actually develop a palate for it. It was something that was a part of my family, and so I was like, ooh, gross, until I was of an age where I decided, hey, maybe I should check this out. If you read the description of, like, the notes of bourbon, it's caramel and toffee and pecan and, all these things that I like. And I thought, well, I should like this. And as it turns out, a lot of other women do, too. So, I think one of the most exciting things about, like, the 51% and women in bourbon in general is that we're sort of able to create a new bourbon culture. So, like, some women might want the pink label, some women might want to just embrace the traditionally male bourbon culture, or we have the opportunity to create a new bourbon culture. The best thing about it is we get to drink bourbon.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is we come together and figure out what it means in 2016 to be women drinking bourbon.
For sure. Well, how often...
This is like... I feel like this is going to a whole nother level. Like, you guys aren't just sitting around drinking bourbon.
Well, we are, but we're doing other stuff, too.
So you're having interesting conversations along the way.
Yeah.
When they happen, organically.
Okay, so this isn't like a charter where it's like, okay, and now for the 51% Women Bourbon Club this week, we will drink this bottle, and here's what we will talk about.
No, we have specific tasting events. We meet monthly or bi-monthly, meaning like every other month, whatever that means. So we'll have specific bourbons we're going to taste. We're about education. We're about learning about bourbon, but we're also about learning about, new people, new places. We've explored around the region, and so we're about having a good time with interesting people. We're pretty badass women, really.
That's awesome. So who brings the bourbon?
Well, sometimes we do. Like our last event was in Ludlow, Kentucky, and it was kick-ass. So we went first to Second Sight Spirits. So just kind of a shout out to Ludlow, Kentucky. If you haven't been there, it's amazing. It's kind of like Mayberry and Asheville, North Carolina combined or something. But so we went to Second Sight Spirits. Then we went to the Folks Gold Coffee Parlor, and we had a tasting. And the bourbon was with Brown Foreman. So we had Whiskey Pete and
very cool.
Amy Armstrong Smith from Brown Foreman. And that was kind of interesting because Amy was like, "Who are you? Why do you like this?" Because, we're kind of interesting. We have a broad demographic range, and so it was cool.
Yeah. So how many people are in this club? Is it a gang? Are you guys a gang?
You have biker jackets.
You got colors? You got a cut? You putting on a cut?
We have some symbols. We can flash some gang symbols. No, not really.
5-1.
No, I mean, yeah, right. Exactly. Cheers. Hey,
Cheers to that.
Let's cheers to that.
Except
get
you
to
would do
drink
like
it?
Roman numerals, right?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
The V.
VI.
Yeah.
The V and the 1.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like that's right.
like that.
Yeah. Right. No, we don't do that. No, so here's the thing that differentiates the 51%. We don't have corporate sponsors. We don't have a membership fee. We're just interesting women exploring bourbon, exploring the region, doing things. So it's open to women and
Nice.
whoever wants to drink bourbon.
Is it like an incorporated type of thing? Are you guys like a nonprofit? Is this official? Is it unofficial? I'm just so intrigued by this.
We are not an LLC or 501c3, no.
Unofficial.
So basically, Terry Heist, Cheryl Bezel, and Maggie Brennan and I were 4 women from this region. We are like, hey, we like bourbon and we're women and we like hanging out. So let's do that officially.
Nice.
I love that. It's kind of like how our podcast started.
Kind of is. Might as well.
We were like, me and you were like,
make it official.
we and you looked at each other. We were like, we're both women.
Yeah, we're both.
we
women.
love
we
bourbon.
love bourbon. Yeah, let's get some pink labeled bourbon and get it going. So, how many are you? Or, how many strong are you?
Well, we don't have an official count. I mean,
Really?
it's
Is
organic.
Does it change month to
I
month?
used that
or-
word twice now.
Is it
You
like
did, yeah.
anonymous?
No, it's not anonymous.
Like, you know what I mean? Like anonymous, the hacker organization where we are all anonymous, yet none of us are anonymous.
We are the 51%. We represent.
There you go.
No, I mean, it's, at our last event, it sold out. And we had like 35 women.
Whoa, sweet.
But the reason it sold out was because we couldn't fit anymore in the coffee shop for
That's
our
good.
tasting.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
But I mean, there's more than that who like us on Facebook. So
No, oh yeah, I was just curious how many show up to
Well,
the
you're
meetings
you're
and
about
stuff,
to
yeah.
get more than that because
Yeah.
people are going to hear this show and they're gonna root you guys on or join up.
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah,
51% on Facebook. That's the best way to find us.
So,
we
yeah,
don't have like an official website yet.
Let's give them the info. So if you're listening right now, what if they're not from Cincinnati? Can they still?
Sure, they can like us on Facebook.
Okay, great.
They could,
So
stop on
if
their
you're
cross-country
listening,
tour.
if you're listening right now and you like what you're hearing, if you ladies out there are like, hey, it's about damn time.
If you're a woman and you like bourbon,
Where do they find you?
The 51% on Facebook, and it's the number 51 and the symbol %.
the 51%.
Yeah, we also have a Twitter account, but I'm old.
You should use Twitter. You really
I know,
should. Yeah,
God.
that's the new hot thing.
Yeah.
That's just something new.
Well, I mean,
It's like
I don't know. Is
Ooh,
Twitter
it's
the
so
new hot
cutting
thing?
edge.
It's
Twitter's
I
like
think Twitter's-
established.
That's what I mean.
What
It's
about
But
Instagram?
Instagram's really the trending thing.
Right,
yeah.
right.
We've actually
And Facebook is
Our-
actually stealing a bunch of employees from Twitter, I think,
Yeah.
the last I read.
our Instagram's been doing really well. That's the place you got to go.
I know.
Post videos and
Yeah.
stuff from your meetups.
Well,
and-
here's the really interesting thing about us. So, like at our last event, we were looking at the demographics, and we have women who are in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, and in their 60s, all at one event. And like creatives, different professions, lawyers, architects, all kinds of interesting people. So we need to kind of tap into who can bring what. And I don't know Instagram, but
do you have any,
I'm open to it.
Do you have any filmmakers in the group? Do you know that you know of?
Not that I know of.
We've got a few we can
You should reach
recommend.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you our card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got some people who might get into
Oh,
this.
I know a few, women filmmakers around town that would probably love to join your organization.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Be
this,
awesome.
this is awesome. So we in addition to bourbon, obviously, we're always talking about filmmaking, and whatever. I think the last time we hung out at the Watershed event, we threw out Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah.
The Marvel
show.
I heard
because
she's always drinking whiskey.
She's literally always has like Jack Daniels or some Jim Beam or something that she's pouring.
Some cheap.
Like her superpower is bourbon.
She's got a really
Dude,
strong liver.
So as a setup, do you watch that? And if not, what are you watching?
I have seen Jessica Jones, a couple times.
What do you think?
It's pretty good. You know, she
Never
seems
seen it.
troubled.
But do you are you watching it? Or are you just
Currently, I watched 3 episodes.
and then you got out?
Well, I'm in grad school, so it's more that than Jessica. It's not really her fault.
Gotcha.
Because I watched 1 episode and then I was like, I'm not going back for 2.
Yeah.
Like it was fine.
I can't do any of those Marvel shows.
It's not too Marvel-y, though.
No, it's
One
actually
time she
not.
was wearing jeans and picked up a car.
Yeah.
But other than that, she doesn't wear
No,
too
but
much
I mean, like, I
spandex
like
or
the
anything.
Marvel movies. It's just the TV shows. It's such an added level of cheese for me.
See, I think
Because
the
it's
opposite.
lower budget
I think the
and
opposite.
they
I
can't
feel
do
like
the effects.
the movies are super cheesy,
Yeah, it's
and
less
Jessica
cheesy.
Jones is
Oh,
way
wow.
less cheesy.
Really?
And it's a little more like real life.
It's kind of gritty.
Huh?
Yeah, gritty's a good word.
Really?
But it was one of those things.
Marvel gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
After
Marvel.
I watched the one, I was like, I get what this is, and I'm not gonna watch it.
I know a few people. I might check it out, but I can't promise
Yeah.
anything.
What else are you into?
So I started watching this Mr. Robot on the airplane.
Dude, don't give it away because I've got it on my queue.
I haven't started it. I hear
Well,
it's
I
amazing.
have a problem.
Oh,
so I
okay.
binge watched on 2 flights
Yeah.
out to Los Angeles and back, and now I'm home. I don't have a TV, and I can't stream it.
Really?
So you guys got to hook me
Oh,
up.
you can't stream it because of the whole USA thing and cable and enter your cable code, but you probably don't have cable because
Right.
you just stream.
Wait, it's
Exactly.
only USA? It's
Oh,
USA?
dude, USA needs it. Cable and USA. Look, if you're listening out there and you are a part of one of these organizations, for crying out loud, just stop serving cable to people. Just give us the
Stream.
internets
Yep.
and give us apps like HBO Now where we can just choose and buy what we want. For crying out loud.
Agreed. And I like what Netflix and Amazon and other those streaming services they give you the entire series right at once, like a whole season.
And it should be
Yeah.
a world where I can jump in, let's say on Netflix. Let's say I was trying to be efficient with my money. I could jump in on Netflix, watch House of Cards, turn off Netflix, go turn on HBO Now for a month.
Yeah.
So maybe I pay only $10 a month for the whole year, but I'm paying for the first 3 months, I'm paying $10 a month to Netflix. Then I'm paying, like I'm okay with juggling that, although it'd be nice just to have it all in one spot.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I can't.
Anyway.
Have your cable code. I hate that. It makes me want to break stuff.
That's the way things are going, though, is the Netflix and the HBO and the Amazon. It's all going to be streaming services.
Yep.
Subscribe. You get all their shows.
It's crazy.
You know.
Crazy.
So
Anyway.
what do you think about the show,
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
Which
I wanted to watch
Mr.
more.
Robot?
Oh.
That's what we were talking before we got sidetracked.
I like that actor, whoever that guy. I forget his
With
name.
the weird eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in a movie. Did you ever see The Master? Paul Thomas Anderson movie with Philip Seymour Hoffman, loosely based on Scientology.
Yeah. Wasn't that
Really good.
that was Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin
Yes.
Phoenix, yeah. So the guy that plays in Mr. Robot was...
You like Joaquin?
Yeah.
You got like a little
Ooh.
crush on him?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. He's
that
kind of
guy
weird. Did
was
you like
in that.
Her?
I don't know who's her.
Speaking of robots...
What?
Her. The movie Her.
Joaquin Phoenix? You didn't watch Her?
Oh, that movie.
Where he falls in love with his
Where he falls in
digital
love with
assistant.
with his
I don't
phone?
like Scarlett Johansson, and then there was all that like controversy about how she didn't actually do it with Joaquin. He was like talking to somebody else, and then she dubbed it over, and
Yeah.
she kind of
Well,
sucks.
that's fine.
No,
It's, like,
no,
too
it's
expensive
a
to
great
get her for the
film.
day. Yeah.
It's a great film.
It's really good.
All right.
I think you'll like it. It's really good. My wife liked it a lot. So not
Thanks.
that you're like her, but you're a woman. You're female. Maybe you guys share something in there that you'll like.
Anyway,
don't
it's
know.
good. No, I like
It's
it.
good.
Yeah. Well shot.
Spike
well
Jones.
acted.
So where the wild things are. I mean, he's great. He directed some Beastie Boys music videos. Come on,
Some Weezer music
I know you
videos?
can get down with some Beastie Boys.
I love the
Weezer,
Beastie
too,
Boys.
dude. You like
Yeah.
Weezer?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't like Weezer?
Island in the Sun?
Yeah,
There you go.
It's great.
Anyway, what else? What else?
Yeah, what
you
else are you watching? We're trying to see a whole
You said
new
you're
world.
in grad school. What are you in grad school
There's a whole
for?
new world here.
I'm getting an MA in biology, which is
Ooh.
weird. It's not science; it's arts, but biology. So I watch documentaries on like saving the planet.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So what background are you coming from?
Well, I have a women's studies undergraduate degree.
Okay.
I was in fundraising and then sales and then Pilates instruction. And now I'm in graduate school.
Wow. And you love bourbon. That's awesome.
I do. Yeah. I'm a
That's really
Renaissance
cool.
woman.
There you go. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Many
So aside from Mr. Robot, you threw out some documentaries. What do you some nature docs? What do you
Well,
get?
yeah,
what do
you
get
know,
into?
well,
What do you-
okay,
Nat
so
Geo?
there's two things I'm going to say. One, David Attenborough. Anything by David Attenborough. Two, Snoop Dogg.
What?
Have you seen the Snoop Dogg where he dubs over the David Attenborough nature documentaries? Because
No.
if not, you have to see it.
Is it just
So-
like a YouTube thing or something?
It's like, no, it's like on Jimmy Kimmel or something. And then there's Snoop Dogg, and he's there, and he's like, oh, what are these? Like beavers? You know, like he like dubs it over. It's like, I've never seen a Wally Gator. You know, like it's awesome. You
That
got to
sounds
see it.
really
Look
funny.
at them. They stand up on their toes. And
That sounds amazing.
yeah, they're like these little otters, and they fight off this crocodile, and he thinks they're mongooses or something. It's awesome.
Oh, that's
That
hilarious.
sounds awesome.
And I bet he's being truthful too. Like,
I think he's playing it up, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
there's some element,
Snoop's
yeah.
a smart little
That's
guy.
fine. Have you seen those BBC animal documentaries where they
Alan.
Yeah.
Alan.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Alan.
You
That's
never
not
seen
Alan.
that,
That's
Brandon?
Steve.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Steve.
I don't know
Steve!
about this stuff.
Yeah, he's like this marmot, and they dub him over,
Yeah.
and so it looks like he's probably going like, "Chirp,"
Oh,
but
Yeah.
they put a voice on there.
there's
Yeah.
also like a big bird that puts
Wow.
his wings over its eyes, like
Nighttime.
daytime, nighttime, nighttime, daytime.
Have you seen those monkeys that are like looking at each other's mouths?
No,
Yeah, he's like a dentist.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
asking
yeah,
him
yeah,
stuff, and then he
Ugh.
sniffs. He's like, "Oh, that's rank."
that's horrible. Yeah,
It's really good.
Man, you guys are like down in the internet hole somewhere.
No, dude, this is out there.
Wildlife footage dubbed over is
Yeah.
like
It's
some of the
awesome.
best stuff on the internet.
Comedy videos.
Seriously.
It's the good
Oh,
stuff.
it's really good.
All right.
really
The thing that I last thought was pretty amazing was goats that sound like people. Have
The
you seen this?
screaming goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like a human being.
You see when they do the Taylor Swift music video thing?
It's nuts.
And they implant the goat. They cut in the goat when she
No,
starts
it
singing.
sounds great.
Oh, it's amazing.
I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. What about you, Alex? What are you watching, man?
What am I watching? Oh my God. We just started a series on Amazon, original called Transparent.
Oh,
You
yeah.
heard of it?
Yeah,
Is
the
it good?
guy from
Yeah.
Arrested Development. That
it's
guy,
so good.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yes. He
Yeah.
won like Best
He wins,
Actor,
like, every
Golden
year.
Globe. Yeah.
But he
For a
didn't win this year.
For a comedy series.
He
yeah,
did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
2015 or whatever. Maybe
As
last
well,
year.
he should.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Because it deals with real life situations and like, yeah, maybe the entire family is a little bit more screwed up than like
Right.
everyone else, but it's really good.
All right, now I'm gonna have to get in. Well, we watched on the Amazons.
Yeah. That's where some of the best stuff is now.
I know they're really
They're
cranking it out,
killing
but
it.
I've been watching Mad Dogs.
Oh,
Have
yes.
you watched Mad Dogs?
No.
You need to. Oh, you don't have, yeah.
I have Amazon. I
Yeah.
have Amazon. I have Netflix. I've
Yes.
got all that. I
Do
just
you-
can't get the whatever
Amazon.
the
The
damn
USA
Mr.
stuff.
Mr.
Robot.
Robot.
Mad Dogs is about like four best friends who go to visit their other best friend who lives in Belize.
Uh-huh.
He happens to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Something happens episode 1 and it all goes wrong. And these four dudes are like
Caught in the
"What
middle of a
the
scenario.
beep?"
Yeah.
And they got to find a way to like get home.
It's like hard to say anything
It's
about
crazy.
it without giving it away,
Yeah.
but you just need to watch it.
But it's
It's-
not like Lost.
No. It's
No.
a
'Cause that
basically
makes it
a
sound like Lost.
crime
No.
mystery like
No, there's
comedic caper.
there's no mystery. Episode 1, you know what happened.
But
No,
it's a
there-
mystery to me because I haven't seen it.
There's
Yes.
how far are you?
I'm on episode 3. I finished
Okay.
3.
There's more mystery than you've yet to realize.
Then I've yet to.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why
So
I
it
said
just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
deeper and
Okay.
deeper down the
Because
rabbit hole.
episode 2, it got even deeper, and then 3 is even deeper.
Just wait.
All
Like
right.
it gets pretty twisted. Yeah. So Mad Dogs on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Check out Mad
Transparent.
Dogs. If you're
It's
not watching
fantastic.
Mr. Robot, check that out.
Yep.
Good things have happened there. They got some
Yep,
great
yep,
nominations.
yep.
Transparent.
So good.
What we finished season 2 of Mozart in the Jungle. Have you seen that?
I have.
What do you think?
Started it.
I didn't think it was that great.
You didn't-
I
you don't get
I
it?
didn't keep going.
You don't get
Well,
it?
I like music and
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like it was bland.
My wife said
What
the
is
same
it?
thing.
I haven't seen it. I just see our buddy Anthony posting all that.
It's a story. It's just it's a story of a symphony. It's a story of the New York Symphony, and they have what's his name?
Gael Garcia.
Gael Garcia, cute little
Third name.
Whatchamacallit?
Something. No, that's the guy.
South American guy. And he's like super passionate. And he comes into the symphony, and he's new, and he always talks about like, you have to play with the blood. And like it's all about passion and all this sort of stuff. And he's kind of quirky, and he has to drink his yerba mate, and he's just this quirky little guy. He is really good.
He's good.
I do agree. The rest of the cast and the storyline is not necessarily like blow your mind.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is it's not a cop show. It's not a hospital show. There's so many things that it's not, and so to me it's very refreshing. And as a musician, I really enjoy it and appreciate it. But I do agree with you. I can see how a lot of people would look at it and say, what's the big deal? But it won like best comedy or something.
Original.
Golden
for sure.
Globe, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
in the Globes.
You're like, it's only a Golden Globe.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Who are those people?
Well, it was the Globes, and it may have had something to do with the fact that it's all it's like the whole Wes Anderson crew.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I
well,
love
not
Wes
Wes.
Anderson.
Well, not Wes, but Roman Polanski's the main director, producer behind it. Jason Schwartzman's in it.
very
There's some
cool.
great moments with Schwartzman. I mean, it's good. I like it a lot. But
I always see it on there, and I've yet to click on it.
they've got a
yet.
great intro to the show. The little graphic musical intro for season 2 is really every single intro on every single episode is different.
Really?
Yeah, they don't use the same one. Everyone's different. It's awesome.
Hmm.
It's all motion graphic.
We should do that.
Yeah, every time.
Kind of is different.
So that's
Yeah.
good. And then I'm trying to think films. What about films? You guys outside of TV?
I'm
any
watching
films you've
this.
seen?
I'm watching this right now.
All right, I'm going to tell you Point Break.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Let's toast to
It's
that.
amazing.
Come on.
You going new
I
or
don't know
old?
if I don't know if I could toast to that, but
You
I
going
will.
new or old?
Did you see it?
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
So
No.
you went new.
Well, of course. I mean, I saw old.
The old's
Keanu
amazing.
Reeves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the new one,
It's good.
Do you like?
totally panned by the critics. But get this, hardly any like CGI or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's
Like-
all real stunts.
Yeah,
It's all
real
rad
stunts.
stuff. Yeah.
What's the director shot the movie himself too. So
Oh, I
he's
didn't even know that
he's
part.
the DP, he's the cinematographer.
Yeah, and all the actors were like super extreme sports athletes guys.
Well,
who
except
were
for the guy that I
super rad.
actually saw in a Nicholas Sparks film that may or may not have made me cry.
Like the main dude,
Yeah.
the blonde-haired guy,
Yeah.
Johnny Utah.
Yeah. Him.
The new Johnny Utah.
Is
The
his name
new
is his
Johnny
name
Utah.
Johnny Utah in the film?
Yeah, but they have some
So is he
nickname
like
for
a
him.
he's like a less than average Ryan Gosling?
Yes. Yes, less than average Ryan Gosling. But actually he carried that Nicholas Sparks film. He really did.
Nicholas Sparks.
Like The Notebook.
You don't know Nicholas
well,
Sparks?
no, I do, but which one was he in?
I don't know what it was called. They're all the same.
Oh. There's a new one, doesn't it? Isn't the
There's
new one have
like,
like
you
Clint
know-
Eastwood's kid in it?
This guy plays like the young version of the protagonist's love interest in the grown-up time period.
Weird.
But he's the best one in the whole film. And there he is in Point Break. But
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about the fact that they like jump off cliffs in
Yeah.
squirrel suits and it's not CGI.
No, it's real.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
rad.
They have like epics.
I
mounted
wanted
to,
to
their
go
bodies and
see it
stuff.
when it came out, but I just, I didn't want it that bad because my
Hey,
heart.
the Danbury dollar, man.
I know, my heart is with Keanu. I have a problem with the Danbury dollar. So discounted movie theaters, at least the Danbury dollar that I've been to in Florence, it just wasn't well taken care of. And
They have a lot of signage.
there was one moment. There was one time I tried to take one of my kids. I think it was my daughter, or maybe it was my son, to see a show after I got off the main run, and I'm pretty sure the entire theater smelled like urine.
Pretty sure. You
I'm
couldn't
like-
immediately tell,
I'm-
that's urine?
No, I'm just saying, like it was like,
That could be popcorn. I'm not sure.
man, that is
Yeah.
not. That is urine,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't take it, and it ruined that experience.
Have you noticed the amount of signage? There's a sign for everything.
Yeah.
Like to dry your hands, place hands under electric dryer.
Oh, really?
Like don't loiter by the drinking fountains. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
signage
Jeez.
everywhere. But you would think they would have signage like don't urinate in the theater.
Don't urinate in the theater.
We actually have bathrooms
Yeah.
outside.
That's
Yeah.
what I would think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it was good for Point Break.
Really? Was it a film projection? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all those discount theaters are still like celluloid film, and it's always
Yeah.
misaligned, and the sound's bad, and nowadays you go
Hey.
to real theaters, digital.
That's like Tarantino's
Perfect.
film, right? You should go to the Danbury. It's the same as going to the 70
Yeah, it's
mil
same
print.
as 70 mil projection.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Yep.
So, all right, Point Break. What
Danbury Dollar.
anything you've seen recently, film wise?
I found this.
What's that?
You were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now.
I don't think you can play this right now.
I can. What are they going to do? Shut us down?
Lying on the cold, hard ground.
Is that a goat?
That's a goat. That's the goat. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So that's what I found. Good old T Swift.
Wow.
See, it's not the real song, so we're not going to get
Yeah, it's a
sued.
remix. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use.
Anyway.
Adam's nodding his head, and he's also saying, I have nothing to do with this.
Anyway.
So I have seen. I don't think any. We saw the new Kung Fu Panda.
How was it? The third one?
Kung Fu Panda 3.
like
We took the
fifth?
kids.
Jack Black?
He meets his family.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
He meets his
It's-
family?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
why there's
Panda
more
family.
pandas?
Yes.
Remember, he was like raised by
Yeah.
a duck or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's.
He learned how to make noodles. Too.
It is great.
Is it?
It's funny.
I like Jack
It's
Black.
really good. It moves. It's the storyline makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a great bad guy. Highly recommend it. And the first two are great too. So, go for a three-peat.
Yeah. Trilogy.
That's what I say. Go for a trilogy moment. Make a weekend out of it with your kids,
Yeah.
or even without kids. For those of you who don't have kids.
Hey, I'm not a kid and I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Let's go.
So-
I want to see actually his other one, Goosebumps.
Yeah, that seems
Which
like
it looked kind of cheesy, but when I was a little kid, I read those
You
books.
read those books?
Yeah. They were in all of our classrooms and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't want to see it realized on the big screen,
nice.
but I don't know.
So,
Never did.
what are you guys working on? What's in the hopper in your all's world? You're
Anything with
you're
51?
brewing things up. You're
Yeah,
51 in it. What's
Can-
going on?
Can I plug our next event?
Jam in. Yeah,
Plug
what's
it.
up?
All right.
Anything.
So get this. February 29th,
'Kay.
leap year.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sadie Hawkins, mixer, men invited.
Whoa. You're
I know, right?
opening the doors to the smaller half, right?
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Sure. Yeah,
Less
so
than
for the first time, 51% is including men, but men must be accompanied by a 51%er.
Whoa.
And we're going to do a tasting at the Horse and Barrel, which is on Main Street. Or
Yeah,
no, on Walnut.
yeah,
Great
Walnut.
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
across from Aronoff. So Catherine from Watershed is going to do mixed drinks
how
for a
fun is that?
Sadie Hawkins mixer.
Nice.
Yeah,
Are they going to be
so it's a
bottled
leap
mixed?
year type of a thing. They are going to do that Watershed Old Fashioned, which is bottled,
Yep.
which we all tried, and then she's going to do two other just bourbon
cool.
mixed drinks. So
That's fun.
Very cool.
yeah, so that's
So,
what we've
but you
been
got to
pulling
be with
together.
a 51%er.
You do if you're a man, you have to be with
Yeah.
a 51%er. Yeah,
But Sadie Hawkins, that means you have to ask us, right?
exactly. Well, that's the point,
there you
right?
go. Yeah.
Leap year, and there's like that tradition in Ireland, like leap year, women ask men to marry them. That's
I-
like the day that you can
Never
like
heard of that.
propose.
Yeah,
or
yeah, I've
whatever.
heard this sort of thing before.
Yeah, there's a
What?
Bad Amy
Yeah.
Adams movie
Yeah.
about that. The guy's kind of hot, but the
yes,
whole movie
I've seen.
sucks.
No, I've seen the movie.
No, it's bad.
What's the movie?
It's kind of good.
Leap year? It's called Leap
It's
Year.
called Leap Year, man. Where you been?
Yeah.
I obviously
It's
haven't
not
seen
bad.
it.
I've seen
Yeah.
it. It's
I
all
love
right.
Amy Adams.
I love rom-coms.
Oh,
love them.
You love
I love them.
rom-coms.
Really?
I love a good rom-com. Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
just think I like who doesn't love
But
like a
didn't
good
you
love
think
story?
their chemistry was a little lacking?
Yeah,
Rom-coms.
I like them.
I
like
enjoy it. Actually, here, we did watch a movie recently. We went to Redbox and we got Pitch Perfect 2.
Oh God.
It was funny.
That is not a rom-com.
Yes, it is.
What?
Absolutely. It's
I
hilarious,
thought Pitch
too.
Perfect 2 is just like basically the Naked Gun, like spoof movies.
What? Pitch Perfect 2. It's about a singing competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got the girl who does the cup song.
Yes, Anna Kendrick.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I thought those were like the Naked Gun movies or like the guys, the
No.
Wayans Brothers films, like just
Absolutely
slapstick sort of
not.
stuff.
No. They're like part of an a cappella group in a college sorority, and they go to an international competition to like win for a cappella singing.
I think Rachel watches those movies when
It's
I'm not
hilarious,
around. Like
dude.
when I'm on, like
Yeah.
when. So me and my wife, we have a common ground where things can work in film, and that is typically rom-coms,
Yeah.
dramas. We're fine with drama. She doesn't do horror. She
What
doesn't.
about James Bond?
She doesn't do suspense.
James Bond.
I hate James Bond movies. They're
What?
horrible. Yeah.
Even the last two?
Awful.
Have you seen the last
Super
two?
predictable.
You haven't
Stop
seen
it.
them. You haven't even seen them.
Dumb.
You haven't even seen them.
Horrible films. She likes indie films, art house films. So we resonate on that. But she I can't do the Pitch Perfect stuff. So, but I do
But
think
you don't
that
even know what it is.
when
and
I'm
you're
out,
saying you can't.
No,
do
I
it.
just can't. I've seen it.
It's like smoking gun.
I can't do it.
No, dude, it's
Are there
it's
beaver jokes?
beaver jokes?
Yeah, like The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
No,
When I'm out of town, she watches these other films that I wouldn't.
It's
approve of.
hilarious. It's got who's the bigger Australian chick?
Yes,
I don't
she
know her
was
name.
in.
Her character name in the movie is Fat Amy, and she's absolutely hilarious.
Should I be offended on behalf of women everywhere?
No,
No.
she plays it up. She's the one that's making fun of it. It's good. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's because
she
that
does.
could be a
it's okay.
self-esteem issue.
No,
And
absolutely not.
She's getting paid.
No way.
I don't know.
She's getting paid millions of dollars.
Maybe she has a healthy body image. I don't know. I'm not here to judge these sort of things.
Hey, all I know is it's really funny. You should
All
check
right.
it out before you judge it. You judgmental man, you.
Unbelievable. Wow.
And go see James Bond before you say they're bad.
James Bond movies are horrible. If you're listening, just stop watching James Bond movies.
Well, I mean, Daniel Craig might agree with you.
They're horrible.
You
I don't
know,
even think he wants to do them anymore.
Did you see that internet thing about Idris Elba, as the next James Bond?
I think it'd be sweet.
Yeah, they're not going to do it because
I know.
Hollywood's racist.
No.
And so
Totally.
is Britain.
Stop.
It's true.
But wouldn't he be fantastic?
He'd be
would.
amazing.
He would be great.
But it's never going to happen because the UK, they're racist. The Academy's racist. What do you think's going to happen? These things aren't going to happen.
So
Come
I'm
on.
just going to point out that this is a.
By the way, Idris got killer reviews at the BAFTAs and won a bunch of awards for his role in the Netflix original series.
yeah.
Hunters.
Beast of No Nation.
Beast of No Nation.
But
which is
again,
awesome.
I'm going to go back.
That was good.
I'm going to go back to my comment and say this is a two-host show, and this is only one half of the opinion presented by this show. The other half, the smarter half, does not agree that everyone is racist and that all James Bond movies are bad. So
That's all right. I might have some baggies.
It's a little
It's
Can
fine.
we at
Disclaimer
least
at the bottom.
all agree that Idris Elba rocks?
is
Yeah,
a
he's amazing.
badass.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
I'm allowed to
amazing.
say that word.
He's awesome.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah. So
No, I think he should be in everything. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
he
should
should be
literally
in
be
Pitch
in-
Perfect
He should be in
3.
Pitch
He should
Perfect
be in
3.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Kung Fu Panda.
Point
Exactly.
Break 3.
Point Break
Yes.
3, which
He's
actually this one wasn't Point Break 2. It was just Point Break, right?
It was like
Point Break reprised.
yeah, it was
There
like
you
a
go.
redux.
All right.
Yeah.
It was like a remix.
Point Break Redux.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's great.
Good times.
Yeah.
So
but that's,
what-
again, Beast of No Nation, he's getting all these awards. Goes back to the
he's
whole
the guy.
online, Netflix original series. These things are taking over.
Yeah,
I think
mean,
that's the wave of the future right there.
that's what people are doing.
So-
People are sitting at home. They're drinking bourbon. Now, men and women sit next to each other drinking bourbon, watching rom-coms.
Now,
It's amazing.
finally, everything's equalized.
Everything has finally come full circle.
Bourbon brings everything together.
Yes.
So, are you surprised that women are drinking bourbon? I mean,
Absolutely
what's the
not.
appeal
No.
for you to think about let's talk with women drinking bourbon? Why is
I
that
think-
unusual?
Well, I think we found it interesting that because I don't even know, there are I guess bourbon groups or clubs, but I'm not in a bourbon club.
We have our own bourbon club
Yeah,
right here.
we have our
It's
own
called
club.
Well,
Filmmakers
that's
Drink
what we did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess for me, it was when we met you guys at the Watershed event to hear that it was a female only bourbon club. Just it was it seems unique.
Well, like
I mean,
you,
it's not
like you said, we don't want to be, we're female or whatever, put a label on it, just bourbon drinkers, but the fact that there is a specific,
yeah. You guys are putting a
Gung-ho,
label on it. You are
51%.
the ones who are drawing the line in the sand.
yeah, I thought it was cool.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it's
yeah.
not.
Yeah. But like you said, it is a historically male drink, I guess. It's a little harder, and I don't know. I guess in the general sense, women typically prefer the sweeter stuff.
I would assume if someone's looked at me right now and said alcoholic drink woman, I would say wine.
White
Yeah.
wine.
I'd say wine. That would be
Not
my
rosé. That
would be my
That was generous.
White
of you.
wine.
that would be my gut answer.
Right. But okay, so there's this book which I haven't read, but I read a review of this book.
Is it the San Francisco one?
No.
Oh.
It's that bourbon women book or whatever
Oh.
that some man wrote, and it talks about women's role in the bourbon industry, and somehow how women rescued bourbon during maybe Prohibition. I'm not sure when the rescuing took place. But what stood out for me was that previously women were associated with bourbon in a negative way because prostitutes would try to sell whiskey to men in bars.
Huh.
So a upstanding woman would not associate herself with bourbon because that would be unseemly, that she would not
Sure.
want to be associated with that drink because, she wouldn't want to be considered a
makes sense.
prostitute.
Sure.
So that was, of course, a long time ago. And then you sort of flash forward, but bourbon was still traditionally male. And now, as women discover its virtues and don't realize that it's associated with prostitution, that's all good. I think understanding that history is kind of interesting, but also redefining what women's relationship is with bourbon is sort of what we want to do. So it's not like we don't like men, obviously, but we just want to be women, interesting women, drinking bourbon,
Makes
doing
sense.
interesting things. We're exploring bourbon. We're exploring culture.
Cool. Do you guys have a ranking list, like a thing that you
Let's
tried?
let's get into it. So there's probably a lot of.
Or do you try not to repeat it? I mean, how do you go about what bourbons are let in? What do you try? How do you taste test and talk about
Let's
it?
get into some of the bourbons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there like a golf scorecard that you?
We do not have a golf scorecard.
Yeah.
But we have definitely tried to diversify what our events have entailed. So we first started, it was 4 of us, and we went to the Old Kentucky Bourbon Bar over in Main Strasse, and we said, hey, this would be cool. What should we do? So we drank some bourbon then. I think it was Woodford, mainly, maybe some Makers. Then from that point on, we had some just general tasting events, small, sort of feeling the waters. And then our first big event was actually with Molly Wellman of Wellman Brands, and we did that at Myrtle's Punch House, and she gave us sort of a educational lecture, not really talk, whatever.
Yeah. She got you hip on the deal.
Yeah, she got us hip on the deal.
That's a way to say it. Yeah.
Right.
That's how a jazz cat says it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she got me hip on the deal, man. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In my Snoop Dogg voice. All right.
Yo, we them boys. So, yeah.
51. All right.
So then from that point on, we have tried to, diversify, try different things, learn new things. We did that watershed event and just helping our members learn about different bourbons and about pairings with food and all kinds of stuff.
So what
Bourbon goes
can
good with
you
everything.
share with us on the pairing side? What have you learned? Give us a handful of takeaways on the pairings. What's a if you're going to sit down and enjoy a bourbon, what should you be munching on?
Everything.
Well, women in general like chocolate. So the bourbon chocolate thing, dark chocolate is always good. But, we just did this wheel at our last event where we had Asiago cheese. We had sorghum, which is pretty cool.
What's that?
Sorghum.
Sweetness.
It's like this, it's kind of like molasses,
yeah.
except molasses comes from sugarcane and sorghum comes from the sorghum plant, which is like another kind of a grass.
Yeah.
So it's from Kentucky and it's authentic and good. And and like orange.
Sounds like you're pairing
dried
it
cranberries,
with a lot of sweeter
dried
things.
cherries.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, typically,
You go sweeter.
toasty, sweet, cheesy, nut kind
Like
of thing.
savory,
Asiago's pretty savory.
Well,
Okay.
like savory as in like what? Sausage?
That's
Yeah.
a cheese. Did you read that study recently about how they
it's
talked about how
addictive.
cheese activates the same centers of your brain as cocaine, and that's why it's so good?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they
I
did
believe it.
studies. Yeah.
Can you snort Parmesan?
You can.
It's not recommended.
It's not recommended.
No. Would you get like
The high is too intense. Yeah. Way
Maybe
too
like
intense.
a Reggiano or whatever.
Yeah.
cheese and cocaine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
You take
I
some
like that.
mozzarella up the nostril. That's supposed to be really good for you.
Nice.
But you know what? Actually, caramel, chocolate, dried cranberries, and cheese are the big ones.
Sweets.
Those are like go-tos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are those some of the notes that you kind of taste?
Yeah,
in
so
the-
if you
yeah.
taste a sip of your bourbon and then you eat a bite of your chocolate and then you taste the sip again, it's going to have different, it's going to draw different profiles or whatever.
How long would you say it took you to develop a pretty decent palate when it came to bourbon? Like, I'm sure right off the bat you were like, oh, noticing all these different things, and it took a while, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think it's still happening.
Developing.
Yeah, sure.
I just think
I'm no expert. I'm just exploring this,
Yeah,
just like everybody else, you know?
I feel like it's all good.
Yeah. I haven't noticed the bad one yet.
You know, I've got at my house right now. I've got Wathans. Have you had Wathans?
No.
It's like a family. I mean, all the bottles say they're
Plastic
family
bottle.
and old. No,
Comes in a 3.5 gallon jug.
It's like a 250-year-old recipe.
Ah.
It's Wathans, Wathens. It's good.
Wathans.
So I do the way I select my bourbon is I try not to ever buy the same bourbon twice because there's so many. So I like to go to the Party Source or wherever and just like read the bottles, the labels, and just kind of like, this is interesting. Where's this from? I've never had this. And then I usually narrow it down to like 2 or 3, and then I'm like, which one am I going to buy? This is going to be like the bourbon that I drink for the next month or whatever, you know.
Pull out your phone, get some reviews going.
Yeah, and I'm like, kind of, figuring it out, and then boom, I go, no, that's the one. And then I go for it.
And then you drink it all month.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a huge drinker. We drink, once a week on the show. Late after the kids go to bed, I'll, pour a little sip or something like that. I'm not like a.
Brandon's a big old fashioned guy. He likes to mix
good
them.
old fashioned.
Yeah.
I like an old fashioned.
Do you guys do a lot of mix? Do you drink them straight?
So far, 51% has never done mixed drinks.
Really?
Wow.
Right. That's
Because
why our mixer on February 29th
Yeah.
is kind of a big deal. Men
Yeah.
and mixed drinks.
Wow,
Mixed bourbon cocktails.
There you
I
go.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy the preparation of the bitters and the orange peel, and
It's how Brandon meditates.
I like.
Yeah.
I feel, it's a night to me. It's the ritual
Yeah.
is nice.
Clean
I
your
really
mind.
just like water and ice
Yeah.
separately.
Yeah, if I don't go with an old fashioned, I typically just go on the rocks.
So what do you think
Nice.
about this new Woodford rye?
I haven't had it yet. Is it good?
I haven't had it either.
No,
I
I
just
Get it
wonder what
on.
you think.
Rye's definitely like
Yeah.
rye's a trending thing. Everybody wants to get
So
in on the.
spicy.
I'm not a
People-
huge
yeah.
rye fan. I'll be honest.
A lot of people
All that
wanna get in on
chocolate
the
and
rye.
toffee
Yeah.
and like caramel and
Not
stuff.
a huge rye fan. I know. So my cheap go-to bourbon is Bullet, but I know a lot of my friends are huge rye. They like Bullet rye. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan at all. I would much rather have just traditional, Bullet bourbon.
Yeah, the frontier bourbon,
Yeah. Frontier
which is
bourbon
big
whiskey.
in Nigeria.
It's about to be.
It's about to be.
Kenya,
We learned that Kenya.
not
Oh,
Nigeria.
Kenya. Those
Yeah.
are opposite
Sorry.
sides.
I
Exactly.
meant
He's a little
Nairobi
mixed up
is what
here.
I meant.
Nairobi, Kenya.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Kenya. By some distributor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guess what we're about to do? Like tomorrow,
What are you going to do?
we're driving into the
To Kenya!
We're driving into the snow. We're going north.
Yeah. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
going to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We're going to find some good cheese and pair it with a bourbon.
Do you know of any good Wisconsin bourbons?
Not a one.
Because there can't have a Wisconsin bourbon, can you?
Why?
Why?
That was just a test, guys.
Oh.
It's just a test. People think it has to come from Kentucky.
No.
No.
But I would contest that the summers don't get hot enough. It's not going to push it into the charred white oak and come it back.
What if you had a
come back
heated
out again.
storehouse?
Oh, well, then you can.
What if you do what the guy with Cleveland bourbon does?
I know, but somebody,
With the
okay, I
pressurized
was in the
cooker.
Party Source recently, and some guy from Chicago was there, and he
Yeah.
was like driving through like northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area on business, and he was ecstatic about all the bourbons, and he said, no, don't drink Chicago bourbon because it's too cold.
Why? We've had few
Yeah, it's
bourbon
good.
from Evanston on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, that was really had really cinnamony
yeah,
and
cinnamon spices. It's good. Fuse
really
good.
tasty. So few bourbon.
And
Check it out.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Illinois also makes
But again, my
Koval?
palate's not as developed. So
Illinois makes Koval. It's one of the only truly fully organic bourbons out there, and it's phenomenal.
organic bourbon.
Koval. Thank me later.
All right.
Okay.
And that's Chicago?
You're gonna like it. It's Illinois.
Illinois.
So what are you doing in Wisconsin?
Working.
We're working.
Yeah.
We're working.
This man over here has
Yeah.
hired me,
Yes.
and we are going to trek up north and shoot a corporate project.
Yeah, we're gonna go up there. It's with a bus company. We're gonna film buses. We're gonna film people talking about buses,
I'm not going to forget my jacket this time.
and it's gonna be cold. And we hope that we discover a really great story.
Yeah.
We don't
all
know.
about.
That's the beauty of documentary filmmaking. We have no clue what we're going to discover. We just don't know. I mean, we have
there's
an
there's
idea.
hint.
Are these
Yeah.
like what kind of buses are we talking? Greyhound buses, yellow buses,
All sorts of buses. Yeah.
buses,
Buses.
Wow.
buses, mass transportation?
Yeah.
like a bourbon bus.
I wish.
You could charter a bourbon bus if you wanted to.
I don't know if depends on your state's laws if you're actually allowed to drink on the bus. But
Well, maybe, but
Yeah.
it just all depends. So,
that's nice.
but so yeah, that's kind of cool.
that's kind of what
Got
we're
a nice
working
project
on.
coming up. It's going to be so basically it's going to be a 2-camera shoot. We're going to have one on a slider, one on a tripod.
Yep.
We're going to do some interviews. We're going to shoot some B-roll.
You're probably going to bust out the drone.
I don't know if it might be too cold.
I don't know. You'll try.
I don't know that I
If
will.
I know anything about you, you'll at least try.
We're supposed to be getting a drone shot,
Yeah.
and
Of
I
a
did.
Bus. You're gonna like
bus-
shoot a
bus
bus
yard.
via drone,
Yeah.
like on the highway, like that.
No.
What's that? Sandra Bullock and
Speed,
yeah. Can you recreate that up in Wisconsin
maybe.
Here we go against
with a school bus?
against the
But
safety factor of
I did.
But if there's a railroad crossing, they have to stop.
Yes,
yeah.
I did get a.
And the bomb would go off. 63 miles an hour or whatever, right? 60 miles an hour.
Yes. I did get my new 3DR drone though.
Did you?
Yeah, it's nice. It comes in a really nice,
You
nicely packed
since
backpack.
upgraded, That's right. I haven't seen it yet.
I just unboxed it.
Really?
Well, I didn't assemble it, but I
You
unboxed
should
it.
have posted a video.
Do you guys know about the unboxing thing? There's like a whole movement of unboxing. Do you
Videos.
You know about this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have videoed
Like,
it.
especially with kids' toys. Like, it's like a thing. Like millions of hits.
Really?
People are like rich and retiring off of opening boxes.
But okay, do you know what's weirder than that?
Huh.
The people in Asia who eat.
The bread thing?
No, not just bread.
Oh.
Like they just eat. Like they
Yeah.
like film themselves eating,
Yeah.
and then you can watch them eat.
Yeah,
Like you
it's
could watch somebody take something
weird.
out of a box, or you could just watch somebody eat.
Yeah. They do a live stream and they
That's-
get like
that is
millions
bizarre.
of views.
I didn't know about.
Millions,
Yeah.
millions
Really?
of views.
There's-
yes,
there's-
they're
Are they
like
eating?
they're just like shoving like
Yeah.
noodles,
But
and
it's like
dumplings. and
extreme. Like
Yeah.
they stuff their face.
they stuff their face, and you get to watch them. It's like what is that? Voyeuristic.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Is that like a fetish thing? Is it a
No,
sexual thing?
I don't think so. I think it's just a goofy
Is it
deal.
kind of like that ASRM, the people who whisper?
I've-
Have you seen that? No. No. People are on the internet and they whisper and they say, "Now we're going to talk about some things
Okay, that's terrifying.
might bring
Yeah.
tingles to your neck and to your body because of the whispers. You'll get head tingles."
Do they open boxes while they whisper?
No, it's just like girls talking, and they'll do role plays where they'll be like, "Today we're gonna do a role play about a librarian."
What are you into?
How do you guys not know about this? You gotta look it up. It's ASRM. It's like audio something responsive.
Somatic
It's
response.
people who are
mechanism.
like into whispering because it like gives their like it like tingles their bodies. I don't know. Look it up, man. It's a
I've
thing.
never heard of that.
It's
do
a
they
thing.
do they dress as like My
no,
Little Pony?
No,
It's just
no,
audio.
No,
Right, is
it's
what you're
just
saying.
normal people whispering. That's it, and it doesn't appear to be
Kind of
like
creepy.
sexual by nature. It's just this weird subculture
Naughty by nature.
of whispering.
Yeah. There's
Look it
also
up.
a weird thing, speaking of the eating, where people just rub their faces in bread. Seriously.
This has become the strangest show that we've ever had.
I'm
so
proud.
they could whisper while they rub their face in the bread and then eat the bread after they've already unboxed
People
it.
rub their face in bread?
Yeah. Just for no reason.
Like
whatsoever.
dough or bread?
Both. Yeah.
Okay, so my son just got a squishy, which comes from Japan. It's like sort of a keychain, but it is oftentimes they're shaped like baked goods, and this one is shaped like a little cube of tofu. And on the packaging, it as an endorsement, it says also smells like bread.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's called a squishy, and it's made of like some sort of foam rubber.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a block of tofu.
Maybe
What is it?
bread's a big deal over there.
It is shaped like a block of
But
tofu.
what is a squishy?
Just a keychain, like you said, right?
Yeah, it's like a keychain. It's something from Japan.
But
that
it's like
people
a thing now.
squeeze.
So it's like a stress,
thing.
like a stress ball that you can squeeze.
Sure.
So it's a thing now where kids are like, "Oh, I need a new. I want a
I
new
need
squishy."
a squishy. I want the one shaped like the donut. I want the one shaped like the donut with the bite out of it. We were in Little Tokyo in Los Angeles. They have
Well, how
like
old are we
stores of
talking
them. Well, he's 14.
Wow.
He's not like way into them or anything.
So it's like a
just,
Beanie Baby
like,
thing
they're
where
kind
people
of cool.
collect them?
I think that people do, yeah. They're squishy, and you squeeze them, and they're sort of like that memory foam. But what struck me was that it says also smells like bread, as if that would be really compelling. Like, oh, I can't wait, because it also smells like bread.
Bread smells really good, though.
Wow.
Have you ever gone by a bread factory? It smells amazing.
You're getting so off track. This is unbelievable.
Let's talk more about goats.
You know what's in bread?
Adam is looking at us like, what is happening on this episode?
You know what's in bread is grain.
Yes.
You know what grain goes into?
It goes
Bourbon.
Goes into
back
bourbon.
into bourbon.
A mash.
Are there? Okay, I want to get back to the 51%.
There's no coming
No,
back.
there is. In bourbons that you've tried, do you have a personal list? Like of your ranking? Of
Yeah,
your
do you got a top five?
Me personally?
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
a top five.
Yeah.
Okay, top 5. Can I do top 5 movies too?
Please.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so top 5 bourbons. The top is obviously going to be Weller 12 year.
Okay.
Then probably Old Forester. Okay, what's number 3?
Old Forester's your 2.
Yeah, it's my 2.
Wow, I like Old Forester.
Yeah.
It's got a little kick to it.
It has a little kick, and it's affordable, and it's accessible, and it's good.
Man.
Yeah.
Then maybe Woodford Double Oaked. And what am I up to? 4.
That's 3.
That's 3. You need
I
2
know.
more.
I need 2 more.
2 more.
Let's just do top 3.
No, we need a top 5 for the
I
website.
don't know. Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I'll keep going.
Go for it.
So
So Weller 12 year,
Weller 12 year,
Old Forester, Woodford Double Oaked.
Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig.
A lot of people
And
like that.
It is good. You know what? But the first time I ever drank Elijah Craig, I couldn't remember what it was called. So I called it Elijah Wood.
Ha!
And then I thought of it as like the
Hobbit.
Harry Hobbit bourbon
Oh, my
from that
God.
point on.
That's
I know.
fun.
Nice.
They should release a special,
Yeah, with his like
Limited edition.
weird eyeballs.
the Ring of Sauron or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about because I've never seen those movies.
Yeah, because you don't
Oh,
like
because
rose.
you don't,
I don't watch-
like those. It's
I
not a
don't-
rom-com.
I do not watch
Right.
those. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
There might be some CGI in The Lord of the Rings.
Ugh, gross.
Right.
It's the robe thing that gets him. He doesn't like robes.
Yeah, I don't
Seriously.
like robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a weirdo.
Staffs? You okay with a staff?
But he
No.
does like rubbing his face in bread. So yeah.
I like whispering. What was that?
Okay, so my 5th is going to be, what's my 5th? You know what? I'm gonna go this far. Are you ready?
Very old Barton.
No, not very old Barton. Although I do like 1792.
This
I'm
matters because it's a 5th.
It's
Yeah.
the 5th. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Benchmark. It's in a plastic.
Benchmark.
It's in a plastic
Wow.
container, and it's the perfect bourbon for mixed drinks. Isn't it like Buffalo Trace Runoff or something, right?
Interesting. I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yeah.
Benchmark.
It's cheap. You can buy like a giant jug for
Yes.
$17 in plastic.
Yes.
Okay.
And put it, seriously, take some apple cider, put some Benchmark in it, and you are happy.
Done.
Done.
Benchmark. And they do like
It doesn't-
flavored.
I mean,
they
we
do
don't
flavored
need any
bourbons
like
too,
crazy
right?
$200 bourbon.
They do
Yeah.
flavored bourbons too, right?
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I think
funny.
so.
So if
All
you're
right, so
stuck in the
let's-
wilderness,
let's go over
and
that
you
again.
can only
What do
take
we got?
5. That's what you take.
The 5 are going to be
Weller's 12 year.
Weller 12 year. Old Forester.
Old
Old
Forester.
Forester.
Woodford Double Oaked.
Woodford
Yep.
Double Oak. The Double Oaked is so good. I love that.
Elijah Wood.
Yep.
Yeah, Elijah Wood. Elijah Craig.
Hobbit Bourbon.
And the Benchmark.
And Benchmark.
Yeah, I feel good about my
Top
5.
five.
Oh, that's
Alright.
good.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
What should we go? Should
Are we
I
going
want
to do the
to know
movies?
your movies now.
Yeah. What's your movies?
Yeah.
Your top 5 movies.
All right. Sleeper by Woody Allen.
Are you going 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
I don't know.
Just
I'm just
We're just
listing
going
the 5.
five.
Okay,
I mean, can you have one that's better than another? Really? I mean,
Okay.
they're
Yes, you can. Yes.
but they're different genres.
All
They're
of my
different-
top movies are better than
But they're different
all-
genres.
of Alex's top movies.
Because his are James Bond and
Because
Pitch
these are like
Perfect.
Superman, Batman.
As all you can tell out there, Brandon knows nothing about me. So continue.
I'm kidding. I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay, Sleeper. The Big Lebowski.
Ooh, good.
Clueless.
Really?
Awesome.
All right.
Amadeus.
Ooh.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, neither did I.
That was nice.
And Pulp Fiction.
Wow.
That's a good list.
Wow, that's solid.
I'm eclectic.
You're a remarkable
Yeah,
woman.
It's really
Thank you.
interesting. Yeah.
Just like the 51%.
Wow. That is
remarkable
great.
Women.
Did you see how she brought it full circle?
She did.
Well done.
I can't believe we came back from the bread and whispering.
Wow, this has been the most eye-opening episode we've ever had.
thing. It has.
You know what I mean? We've stretched ourselves. We've gone into areas that we never even knew we could go to.
No.
We've touched on squishies, bread rolling, whispering.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goats.
We've got benchmark in a bourbon
Goat
top
screaming.
5. We've
You queued up a song for the
I'm
first
not-
time
hey,
in 33 episodes?
I stand behind benchmark.
All right. It's just funny. There's a lot more out there. That's good. I like it.
That's awesome.
You're going with a utilitarian approach here.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It's been a ton of fun. And
Yes.
if you are interested in the 51%, if you're in the Midwest or if you're anywhere in the
Anywhere.
world, if you're in Nairobi
Yeah, you can
and
Skype
you
into
want to
meetings
chime
over it.
in and
Yeah.
hang out with these
Should do that.
cool kids on Facebook, tell us again, where do we connect with the 51% movement?
The 51%. 51 is the number, percent is the symbol
Yep.
on Facebook.
The 51%.
The 51%.
Should get a
There you
website.
go.
I know, we should. It's
Yeah.
in the works. We have really kick-ass business cards. You should see them.
Nice.
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Tap into your base, your eclectic base of
Yeah.
We will.
participants.
Well, it's been fun. And Alex, I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Bright and early.
We'll load up the
Wisconsin.
truck.
We are, yeah. So usually these come out on Friday, but we're doing this a little early since we got to get on the road.
Yeah.
So, all right, man.
Cheers.
Well, thank you
It's been a
for
great episode.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
This podcast was recorded live at Sound Images Studio. Find out more at soundimages.com.